Like Wayne Allen Root, who until just recently supported the Iraqi war. I'm sorry, they just won't. I know them. I'm part of the group. Those are important things to them. That's just not going to happen. And also, as I said, Ron has essentially given me a seal of approval in the endorsement on my book and the letter to letter to George Bush with the FDA Commission. So it's pretty clear to anyone who looks that I'm the one. And in our presentation at the nominating, we'll share some of that information with you as well. Yes?
Is there a way that Ron Paul's remaining war chest can be used for your campaign or for his campaign as your vice president?
It's illegal.
Okay, the question was, can Ron Paul's campaign chest be used in our campaign?
No.
Well, of course, he's running until September. So until then, you can't even consider it. After that, if he has any money left, which I don't know if he will or not, it's his choice how to distribute that money. He has certain restrictions with the FEC. I don't know, frankly, if that would include, I suspect it would exclude supporting another candidate from another party. I don't know that for sure, however.
If he was your vice president candidate, could he use it for
If
himself?
he was the vice president, yes, if he was my vice president candidate, he could, but
Is he
I
showing
don't
up
think that's
today?
going to happen, and let me tell you
Tomorrow?
why. Ron Paul has retained his seat, his congressional seat in Texas, because he won in the primary. Okay, so if he were to take our nomination, he would have to give up that seat. In addition, because he ran for president on the Republican ticket, at least in Texas, what would happen is he probably couldn't be on the ballot. It's with the spoiler laws. In fact, we have another candidate that has that problem, Senator Gravel. Spoiler laws in some states will keep him off the ballot. I don't know how many. The numbers I've heard are 6 to 8. They can be challenged, of course, but you know how court challenges go. So this is just a problem you have to think about when you're talking about voting for a particular candidate or you are, considering the kind of alliance that you're talking about. But there are other ways to align yourself. There are other ways. And in those ways, I think that perhaps there are some chances.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah, just try this down further. Walgreens, I'm thinking. Or anywhere. Actually, any little shop I could go in and get a 2-liter of pop, I'd love. And then we could eat anywhere you want. Like, yeah.
I just head back to the...
Too. That image looks like Linda.
Okay, it's going.
All right, everyone, I encourage everybody, please vote Mary Ruiz for president. She's a candidate on principle. She speaks very clearly. She delivers and explains the issues to the public as well as Ron Paul did. She's our Ron Paul. She's libertarian. She's been in the party for a very long time. A well-known author. She can do book tours and help promote our party and her presidency at the same time. Thank you very much.
I believe that some of our presidential candidates might wish to run as vice president, and some might not. And I believe they should be allowed to state their case for being a vice presidential candidate if they wish to at the same time. I do think that they should be allowed to participate in other forms of medical care. I think that the AMA should be specifically mentioned. There's a lot of other things that probably should be mentioned under healthcare plans like the FDA and how this agency is...
I'd like to call for the question. Recommendation number 12. This has changed since the platform committee
The
report.
warning from him is now a fact. We are ruled lock, stock, and barrel by the financial industry on Wall Street, by the military-industrial complex, and there's only one way to break that hammer on, and that is to realize what the Libertarian Party offers to the American people, and that is freedom, freedom, freedom. I've sacrificed so much of my own time and money. And that's why I'm seeking our nomination for President of the United States. Thank you.
The Democrats have made this the year of the woman. They've gotten a lot of excitement in the female population about voting for a woman at the top of the ticket. And then they dropped the ball. All we can pick up, and should pick up, because certainly the women of the Democrats have proposed to the top of the ticket. Cannot compare, I believe, to a principled libertarian woman in that position. Perhaps you will decide that I am that woman. And to give you some idea of how I would run the campaign, I'd like to reassure you that I have 25 years of libertarian. And that experience allows me to explain to the American public why liberty isn't a passion choice. How liberty can save the poor, keep the environment clean, decrease crime, slash healthcare costs, and do all the things that politicians promise but never deliver. And they never will be able to deliver them because only liberty can. And that is the message that I would take on our behalf to the American people. I believe that I have the experience and the depth of understanding of our principles to do a very good job of this. And if you agree, I hope that you would be your nominee and help me take this message to the American people. Thank you.
Mary!
Mr. Cuddy.
Well, renal cancer, each cancer cell also produces deadly amounts of adrenaline. The good news is that this is the 34th year that they've been telling me. And I want you to know...
I'm going to make history for this party this year. If you're kind enough to give me your nomination, we have news to make. Number one, it'll be the first time in history that a small businessman gets a presidential nomination for a major party. First time in modern political history. First time in modern history that a homeschool dad will get a nomination for President of the United States. I will be the first ever Jewish American to get a nomination from a major party for President of the United States. I will be the first ever nominee from the state of Nevada, my home state. And let me tell you something about Nevada. The difference between Las Vegas and Washington, D.C. is pretty simple. In Las Vegas, the drunks gamble with their own money, not your money.
We would probably very quickly go to all the
Yeah, I haven't been. I just